Valley City there in their navy unis, as they have their white numbers and their light blue letters, say Highlanders across the back. And as for Fargo North, they also have navy, so that's great. They have yellow for their numbers and letters with North on the back. So very similar in unis, just a little bit different in terms of the color, but should be no issue determining which is which. And as for the libero for North, that is going to be in white, and the libero for the Highlanders is going to be in red. Well, here we go. It would be North serving first. Bouncing the ball is Skalicki, the 5'10" senior setter. Times, throws up in the air, and we are underway in the varsity match. From the Highlanders, going for the kill, and that's going to be out of bounds, trying to go to the near side.
What a great start, though. What a good pass, what a good set. And the kill was right there. She just missed it just wide.
Samantha Hatcher trying to get that one going on the near side instead of the far side. So 1-0 North with a quick lead. This return on the back line. Out of bounds with the set, and the attack goes long once again, out of bounds. This one coming from Peyton Peterson of the Highlanders, but I believe there was a foul there.
Yeah, it looked like the ref called a touch on Fargo North. That attack was from the back row, and it looked like it went long, but there must have been a touch somewhere in the back row on North.
The Highlanders get a little bit of a break, and they'll serve. It'll be Peyton Peterson doing the serving for the Highlanders. Get it to the libero, that's Bartz for the Spartans. The kill attempts into the net for the Spartans, and another point awarded to Valley City. That was a error by Reagan Carlson.
This energy that we have tonight is very much improved from Tuesday night.
Yeah, got a student section going here to our right in front of us. Once again, the libero, Bartz returning for the Spartans. The kill attempt, that one drops in the back line. Well done this time by Carlson, making up for a pass mistake, and we're all even at 2 apiece. Now a substitution for the Spartans. It'll be Aiden Tollefson coming into the game. 5'9" junior, outside hitter. Service, that one's going to be long, service error. And the Highlanders get a gift. It's now 3-2. Valley City now with the lead for the first time today.
Serving is going to be super crucial in a match like this when it's tight consistently.
Absolutely. It'll be Deagle doing the serving. Here's a clean set, and the attack coming, and it's returned cleanly. Nice dig by Tollefson, and he'll give it back to the Spartans. And from beyond the attack line is the Spartans will give it over to the Highlanders. And a good rally so far. A little dink over, goes back and forth, and a foul is going to be called, a lift on the Spartans. And it's now 4-2 Valley City.
You can tell the energy here tonight is totally flipped from Tuesday night, which is awesome.
Love to see it. Spartans with a set. A little dink over and poorly executed. It goes out of bounds on the near side. That was Grace Miller unable to make the play for the Spartans, and it's now 5-2 in favor of Valley City. So now 4 straight points rattled off for the Highlanders. That's what they needed. Another service coming up for Deagle. Here's a setup. Going to the far side, Skalicki gives up, and the Highlanders are able to get it. It'll be a Spartans point.
See, that's a tough play there, the right side and the outside. Both went up. The ball was right on the net, and it's a matter of whether you step back and pass the ball, whether you get up and defend yourself with a block, or it's a hard decision there.
In the end, the Spartans win the joust. So now the service for Fargo North. Here's a set coming up from Tollefson. Get it over to, or rather, beg your pardon, that was for Valley City. Now, it's going to be a quick set over. Set up for the Spartans. And the attack coming from the near side, drops in on the near side. And it'll be another Fargo North point, 2 in a row now for the Spartans. Single feet from behind the nets. Big knee kill. That's Grace Miller. A 5-4 our score here in the first set. Here comes the service from number 9, Megan Dirk. Turned on by the Highlanders, but it goes into the net, making an awkward return, and that's going to be an ace. So we are now all knotted up at 5 apiece. 3 straight points now for Fargo North. This really is a game of runs. Teams going back and forth. 4 straight points for the Highlanders, now 3 straight for Fargo North. This one briefly ricochets off the net. That's going to be another ace. Unable to return it that time for the Highliners. I believe that was Samantha Hatcher. It's now 6-5 Fargo North. Another service coming from Dirk. Goes to the back line. Set up coming from Eagle. And the kill attempt is long and wide. And it is now 7-5.
It looked to me like there was a touch on that by Fargo North there. I don't know, that was a really close call.
It was close, but they give the Spartans the benefit of the doubt. And now it is 5 straight for Sparty. So the 6-foot senior Megan Dirk. Another set coming up. Excuse me, service, beg your pardon. There's a set on. A little dink over from Hatcher. Returnable for the Spartans. Now the kill attempts from Miller goes to the back line. Good job by the libero for the Highliners. Firely to get it. And just a quick set over. Very difficult play from back line. Good job by Fargo North to keep it in. And now we have Valley City gets the point. It's now 7-6. All right, so now 7-6 our score. Set up coming from Tulik, back over to the Highliners, and foul committed by the Highliners once again. And it's now 8-6.
We've got some big hitters from Fargo North. They're doing a really good job at picking apart the Highliners defense tonight.
So Evie Berg checks into the game. She'll be serving, 5'5" defensive specialist. She's a sophomore, and she serves it right into the net to give Valley City a point. So after a couple of runs for both teams, 4 straight for Valley City, 5 straight for Fargo North, now the teams have started to go back and forth and kind of settled in here. Again, 8 setters of score. Fargo North leads it here in set number 1. There's a serve. Set is on. Kill attempt. Returnable by Dylan Deagle. And now the Highliners get it back over to the Spartan side. And taking it over to Highliner side is Tollefson. The kill is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. And the kill attempt is successful for Dylan Deagle. Right in the middle. A hard block. Goes out of bounds on the Fargo North side. And Highliners win the joust. It's now 8-8. This one dug out in the middle, and now a little deflection over is partially blocked back to the Spartan side. Now the Highliners have it. And the attack on from Peterson. Get over to Fargo North, and they'll just gently hit it back over to Valley City's side. Set is on into the corner. Very nice shot. Into the corner. Unable to get it is Taylor Tedford. And Valley City now up 9-8.
It's a really smart play on Deagle's part there. She turned at the last second, so they had no idea, and she pushed it to the deep corner to secure the point.
Dylan Deagle having a really nice start to this one. Serve is on for the Highliners. Tough return. Getting it in the middle, and then just dinking it over. Nice dig by, well, Dylan Deagle. This ball deflects into the net. Somehow Fargo North keeps it alive. Gets back over to the Highliners side. Set on by Deagle. Kill attempt blocked. Back over to the Highliners. Back pass by Deagle. And that kill is in. This time by Tessa Olsen. Highliners now up by 2. Good rallies here so far in the middle of this first set.
Yeah, I really like this energy that we're getting from both teams. Everyone's excited to be here and everyone wants to win.
Abby Thornton with the serve for the Highliners. A little take over, partially blocked, but gets over to the Highliners side. Thornton with a set, and now a free ball coming up for the Spartans. Number 2 into the double back pass, blocked at the net. Back to the Spartans side, they'll try it again. Little hit over is set on by Deagle, and the Highliners hit it over on their second try. Now a kill attempt by Tollefson. She's doing a lot of the work for the Spartans. She can't get it over. Second try is over the Highliners side. Now a little dink over, nice touch over and in by Faith Peterson.
The Highlanders are doing a really nice job at picking out the open spots. And that's not something that they kind of struggled with that on Tuesday night, so they definitely made some adjustments and some improvements for tonight.
They certainly needed it here in a very close match, 11-8, Highlanders lead it. They get it after the service, and that's going to be partially blocked out of bounds. A good job this time by Tessa Olsen, once again getting the points. Just a little set over, partially deflected by the Spartans out of bounds. Largest lead of the day for either team is 12-8. for the Highlanders once again with the service. High jump serve. They're on by the libero for the Spartans. Keep it alive. Ford with the pass and a free ball coming up. First try by the Spartans. Here's a set to the far side. Passes a little bit in front. Gives the Highlanders a play. And we have an error, beg your pardon, a foul called against Valley City, and it will be Spartans' point.
Yeah, it looked to me like Tessa Olsen and Peyton Peterson were caught in the net there on the block.
Certainly gave the Highlanders a play on that bad pass that was a little too close to the net. It's now 12-9. And serve from the back line. And the kill attempt is partially blocked. That was Peterson trying to get it, but right into a couple of Spartans. And it is now 12-10. It's Thomason and Skalicki for Fargo North. So after a 4-point lead for Valley City, lead's been cut in half down to 2. Service on. Dug to the back line. That's Hatcher. And a kill attempt beautifully done. And it's now 13-10.
Our passing is on point tonight, and that's really, really helping with the kills. Anytime you can get a good pass and the setter can get under the ball and in good position to set up for our hitters, it's a blessing.
Yeah, you would know about great passes. Reagan had quite a few of them here. All right, so 13-10 our score. Valley City with a little dink over and somehow getting a one-handed stab at it. This is a wild point here. Now a stab at it by the net. It falls on the Valley City side, and it will be a point for the Spartans. It was both Peyton Peterson and Dylan Deagle.
See, that's another one of those where it's like, do I take a step back and pass the ball? Do I jump up, try to joust?
Actually, they're giving the point to Valley City, beg your pardon. 14-10 is now the score, and this serve from Thornton goes long. It was out of bounds. It's now 14-11. Beg your pardon, that was Byerly with the serve. Now serve coming up for Riley Bartz. And that one goes in the net. So back-to-back service errors for both teams. It's now 15-11.
That's all you can really hope for, right? When you make one of those errors, just hope it's coming back.
Now Peterson for the Highlanders. This one returnable for the Spartans. And that pass is over to the Valley City side. It puts them in an awkward position. And Valley City takes advantage. And they get the point. It's now 16-11.
Dylan Deagle did a good job with that ball, jumping up and pushing it into a hole where someone was not standing instead of, giving it right back, and they weren't able to pass it.
An awkward spot for the service. Sparty ends up getting the return. Thornton able to get the dig for the Highlanders. The kill attempt. Fantastic job by Bartz to dig that one out. Now a kill attempt by Spartan. The Spartans is in there for Reagan Carlson. And the Spartans get a point. It's now 16-12. A very much needed point, mind you. Fargo North seems to be struggling with their passes a little bit, getting those passes a little too close to the net, giving Valley City a chance to put a play on some of those plays in the net. Carlson with the serve. Highlanders are able to return this. Back pass by Deagle. And that's a tough return on the kill attempt, and it's successful for the Highlanders. It's now 17-12.
The Highlanders are doing a really good job at keeping Fargo North off their groove. They haven't really had an opportunity to get a good pass, and the Highlanders are doing a really good job keeping them out of system. Timeout
is called by Rachel Hummel, the head coach for the Spartans, so we'll take it with them. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Valley City Volleyball right here on KOBC.
Brothers 3 has the area's widest variety of classic and new fishing tackle at the lowest prices to give you an edge this year. Before heading out on the water, stop in and get your live bait and tackle and fill your tank on the highest quality gas and diesel. Brothers 3 is your locally owned and operated convenience store. As always, Brothers 3 has the lowest prices in town on everything from snacks and drinks to propane and automotive supplies. Remember, it pays to shop at Brothers 3 in Valley City.
And we are back. Our score 17-12 here from the Hack. Valley City trying to hold off the Spartans, keep them at bay. And now a kill attempt is successful for the Spartans. And it's now 17-13. So the Spartans will get service coming up here. Return is an awkward one from Thornton. It rides up on her too high. Unable to return it. That's going to be an ace for Fargo North. It's now 17-14.
That serve looked like it was going to go way out of bounds. I think that was a bit of a mistake there by Abby Thornton.
Carlson with the service. And that one's going to land in between a couple of Highliners. Another mistake that was in between Byerly and Peterson. So a couple of mistakes on the past two services. It's now 17-15. There's a serve, and this one actually hits Peterson, I believe, maybe in the neck area, but the Highlanders are able to recover and get a kill in front of Reagan Carlson, and it's now 18-15, so a couple of mistakes, 3 in a row, but this time the Highlanders are able to keep themselves composed and still get the points.
It was crucial for them to get Carlson out of the serving position. She's a phenomenal server.
Here comes a serve from Deagle. This one set on by Bartz, and kind of an awkward hit towards the back line, but it drops in, kind of an underhand stab at it, and the Spartans now get a break. So both teams kind of getting a little bit of a break, past 2 points. And about as we expected, this is going to come down to the wire here in this first set. Megan Dirk with the serve to the back line, set up by Deagle. 2 feet in front of the net, little stab over. Gets over the Spartans. Back pass. And the kill attempt unsuccessful by Miller. Thornton with the pass. We get it back to the Spartan side. Now a kill attempt blocked. And a fantastic pancake by Deagle, keeping it alive, but not for long, as Thornton unable to get it back over. Fantastic effort by Dylan Deagle, the senior, but unable to rally the Highliners to a point. It's now 18-17. You can't really say one team wants it more than the other. They both really want this first set. This first serve by Megan Dirk goes into the net, and Highliners get a break. Now up by 2.
There has been a lot of service errors by North tonight. It'd be interesting to see if they didn't make those, what the score would be right now.
So now a service coming up for Hatcher. Terrible for Bartz. She gives the Highlighters an opportunity here. And the kill attempt is blocked and out of bounds. Fantastic job. Tessa Olsen, who else, once again, doing a fantastic job at the net. She gets the wipe, and it's now 20-17.
She's doing a really nice job using, she has a huge block on her, and she's using that block's hands to hit it off for them and to go out of bounds. That's an awesome skill.
20-17 our score. Bartz with the return. Set is on a back pass, and the kill attempt not successful. Fantastic dig by Samantha Hatcher. And now an opportunity for the Highliners, but they give back to Spartans. Little dink over, it goes out of bounds. This time by Thomason. Another Highliner point, so now the Highliners have rattled off 3 straight. It's now 21-17, and another timeout is called by Coach Hummel of the Spartans. We'll step aside for 30. You're listening to Highliner Volleyball on KOBC.
You need a building, and you need it now. Look into Winkler Structures, available at Smith Lumber Company in Valley City. From a quick build utility to bigger dome structures for cattle, machinery, or hay storage. Winkler Structures are designed for strength and security with their no-compromise fabric and high-strength structural steel. These buildings have stood the test of time for today's cost-conscious customer. Customize your Winkler structure at Smith Lumber Company, East Main, Valley City. Call 845-2135.
21-17 our score back here at the Hack. Reagan, what have you been liking from the Highliners in the set?
You know, I've seen a lot of energy out of them based on Tuesday. It's phenomenal to see that they really want to win tonight.
There's the Highliners trying to get set number 1. Here's the kill attempt that goes long, out of bounds, this time from Hayden Tollefson. For the attack line in the middle, goes long. It's now 22-17. So very important point out of the timeout, won by the Highliners. We'll get another serve by Hatcher. Set is on, and kill attempt is unsuccessful. Highliners recover. Now this one is over by Faith Peterson, and that one is out of bounds. And the Spartans have much needed points.
Valley City's defense tonight is really showing up too. They're being extremely scrappy, and I honestly don't know if I've seen a ball that should have gotten up that didn't.
Evie Berg now the server for the Spartans. Turnable, and a little dink over. Good try by the Highliners trying to catch the Spartans off guard, but they are unable to do so. Highliners now with it. Kill attempt by Peterson to the back line. This one at the net. The joust won by the Spartans as they try to dig it back out from under the net. Unsuccessful by Valley City. It's now 22-19. So the sophomore, another serve. The back line, dug out, set on by Deagle. And a kill attempt into the net. Just missed it was Faith Peterson. And it's now 22-20. So 3 straight points for the Spartans, big ones. And Rebecca DePesa, the head coach of the Highliners, wanting to talk things over with me. Once again, step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to Highliner Volleyball here on KOVC.
Hi, I'm Corey Anderson, a proud Viking graduate and Director of Development at VCSU. There's never been a better time to be a Viking. The university we cherish is growing and bigger things are on the horizon. To sustain our growth and continue the transformational power that VCSU brings to our community, we need you and your continued support now more than ever. No matter the game, we are always playing for Valley City State. Join me in making a difference for attracting future Vikings to an amazing university by supporting the V500 Scholarship Program online at give.vcsu.edu.
20 our score here in the first set. Valley City with the lead. What do the Highliners got to do to put the set away? They've
got to side out right away. This is crucial right here.
It really is. Here is the dig out after the serve by the Spartans. Set is up by Deagle. Kill attempt by Peterson. It's the net end in for the Highliners. Big point puts them up by 3. Now Thornton, the libero, wearing the red jersey for the Highliners. 2 points away from winning set number 1. Gets the serve over to the back line. Set is on from Skalicki at the net. Blocked. Big block that time. It was Peterson and Olsen both there. And now it's set point number 1.
There's nothing like a good block before set point. Get that momentum going.
Absolutely. Thornton from the back line puts the service on. Dug out by the libero Bartz. And now kind of an awkward hit back over to the Highliners. Gives them an opportunity here. And that was also an awkward pass in the middle of a couple of Highliners. Now an opportunity for the Spartans. That one's blocked at the line, but then dunked back over at the line. That was the junior Hayden Tollefson right at the net, getting the point.
All the Highliners need here is one good pass, and let's execute with a set and a kill.
Set point number 2, 24-21 our score. Highliners leading, but now Spartans with the service. This one to the back line, set on by Deagle, and a little dink over to the back corner, and that one is long, and it is now 24-22. Highliners trying to keep their composure here. Just need one more point here. Set point number 3 now for Valley City. And that one, a nice dig, but it gives the Spartans an opportunity to get the kill at the net, and they do so. And right there was Emily Skalicki. And it's now 24-23. So Valley City had a couple opportunities there, but a couple mistakes, and all of a sudden, the Spartans are back into it.
Yeah, it kind of seems like the Highlanders are getting a little frantic, and North seems really relaxed, to be honest with you. They've been taking advantage of the Highlanders' errors, and all we need to do here is get one pass.
Yeah, one pass, and right now it seems like Peterson and Samantha Hatcher have done such a fantastic job at the net getting some kills. Dylan Deagle's done such a fantastic job passing. Now, you being a great passer yourself, what are you seeing? What do you like in the game of Dylan Deagle? How great she's passing the ball?
I mean, she's definitely using all of her hitters. She's not just repeatedly going to one. She's switching it up a lot, which confuses the front row of North on, hey, where are we going to go block? They're not. She's just doing an awesome job at mixing it up.
Absolutely. Set point number 4 for Valley City coming up, but they don't have service. Here's a set on by Deagle. Little dink over. In there for the Spartans, have an opportunity at the net. The kill is in, and we are tied up at 24.
See, you can see the energy on the Highliners is completely dropped now. they don't have the excitement they did, what was it, 7 points ago?
We are all locked at 24. Another serve for Fargo North. Set on by Deagle in the middle. Good opportunity for the Highlanders is in. That was Faith Peterson. It was partially blocked, but falls on the Fargo North side. And it's now 25-24, so set point number 5 now coming up for Valley City. Byerly with the serve for Valley City. Here is the set. Here's a kill attempt, and that one's blocked it in. And Valley City wins the set on the block by Peyton Peterson. 26-24, your score after set number 1. We'll step aside for a few minutes. You're listening to Highlander Volleyball on KOVC.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Lockout Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ryan LaRue at 701-845-6938 or James M. Lockout, CPA, at 845-1660. Services offered through Investment Advisors, a division of Pro Equities Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Securities offered through Pro Equities Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer and member of FINRA and SIPC.
Hello from Husqvarna. Sure, you want our mighty outdoor power equipment, but you're embarrassed our rugged dealers like Sven or Bob will know you can't pronounce Husqvarna, the name that means craftsmanship all over the world. So I teach you now how to say Husqvarna. You say husk like corn and varn like varnish without the ish, and nah like nah, I don't want any other stinking chainsaw or trimmer or mower. I want the best in the world. I want Husqvarna.
Husqvarna. Tough name, tough equipment.
Your local Husqvarna dealer is S&S Auto Electric of Valley City.
Harvest season is here, and Valley Meat Supply has quality meats and snacks for those meals on the go. Valley Meat has sandwich meats, including bacon and sausage for the BLT, variety of cheeses, beef sticks, and jerky. Still a lot of grilling season left. Hey, and don't forget about the tailgate parties. Valley Meat Supply has all your favorites for the grill. Thick, juicy steaks, burger patties, brats, and all beef wieners. Have a safe and bountiful harvest season from Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City. Your vehicle due for a bath? Calling all cars, calling all trucks. Check out Bridges Car Wash with the automatic car wash. It's quick and easy. Or do it yourself with the 2 fully equipped self-serve wash bays open year-round. Get your vehicle looking, feeling, and smelling new again with a wash and vacuum at Bridges Car Wash. Bridges Car Wash is your locally owned car wash. Your friends and neighbors, and Highliner and VCSU Viking supporters. Bridges Car Wash on West Main, Valley City, now with 2 self-serve wash bays open year-round.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Frank, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jengula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand that you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional Eye Care Centers. Clearly the best.
About to get set number 2 underway. Jared Silby alongside Reagan Ingstead. And Reagan, overall thoughts on set number 1?
You know, I thought it was really good. The Highlanders have definitely made some adjustments from Tuesday, and they're really using the North's block to their advantage.
The first point underway. North with the kill attempt. It's blocked out of bounds. An attempt from Peyton Peterson and Dylan Deagle unsuccessful, and the kill goes to Reagan Carlson. 1-0 Spartans with the first point of the second set. First set won 26-24 by the Highliners. And what a set it was. About what we expected. 2 teams right in the thick of it in the East region. Riley Barks, the barrel for the Spartans with the serve. Set is on, and a little tip over by Peyton Peterson. And a kill attempt goes long, or rather wide, beg your pardon, out of bounds by Emily Skalicki, the senior. Tries to go opposite side and misses by about 3 feet or so, and it's now 1-1. Peyton Peterson now with service for the Highlanders. Jump serve. And trying to save it is Skalicki. And a kill attempt is partially blocked and goes out of bounds. Good job once again, Reagan Carlson. She has been all over the court today.
Sometimes on that you see Faith Peterson hesitated a little to go for that pass. Sometimes it's a little confusing on, did it come off my player's hands? Did it not? You know, I think she was just a little flustered there.
Skalicki with the serve now for Fargo North as they lead 2-1. And the set on from Deagle. Now an opportunity for the Spartans. That one blocked. And the Highlanders cannot keep it alive. Double hit. And it's now 3-1 Fargo North. Still with the lead.
See that one, Addie Quilvin came down. She had blocked it and then she passed it, which would have been legal, but then she touched it again. So it was called a double hit.
All right, so 3-1 once again our score. That one kind of an awkward return. Kind of rode up on Faith Peterson a little bit, and as a result, forces the Highlanders to scramble, unable to get the point. It's now 4-1. Highlanders had some issues towards the end of the first set with returning the ball. They have an issue here. Hasn't been a huge issue in the beginning and the middle of the first set or here in set, but just had a few, I think it was 3 plays in a row where they really struggled with it. And now they actually struggled with this one as well, but they were able to gather and get a ball back over to the Spartan side. And the pass is on for the Spartans, but it's blocked at the net. Highlanders have their attempt blocked. And now we're kind of just going back and forth. Somebody's got to get one in there. And now scrambling, are the Spartans unable to get it back over. Point goes to the Highlanders. A little bit of sloppy play there on that point.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're as confident as they were at the start of the first set, but after a few points, after you win a few points, that usually comes back. So let's see if Dylan Deagle can hold the serve.
Here she comes. It's 4-2 Fargo North with a quick lead here in the second set. Turned by Barks. Fit is on from Skalicki. Kill attempt. Good job by Thornton to keep it alive, and a nice job and hustle by Tessa Olsen to get it back over to the Spartan side. Another kind of wild point coming up here. Deagle with the set, and the kill attempt by Hatcher goes into the net. And it's now 5-2 Fargo North. She
was just a little bit late on her approach there. She had a great swing, great jump. She was just a little bit late.
Now the 6-foot junior Reagan Carlson with the serve, just barely over the net, and kind of goes into the net on the return. Kind of jammed Faith Peterson there, and it's now 6-2. Good start by the Spartans here in the second set.
A little bit of miscommunication there, I think.
Carlson get another try right here. Back line, and that one once again a misplay on the serve. This time it was Faith Peterson. And timeout is called once again by Rebecca DePesa. This is actually the first timeout of the second set. We'll step aside for 30. You're listening to Highlander Volleyball on KOVC.
Need an electrician? Get free quotes from the local pros at Highline Electric in Valley City. Fast, reliable, and competitive pricing. Their knowledgeable and skilled staff provide electrical services for residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural. Highline Electric, family-owned since 1986. Owners Chad and Tracy Zahn and Bruce and Amy Anderson have built a reputation of integrity and quality. Times and technology have changed. Their focus on honest service has not at Highline Electric in Valley City. Call 845-0731.
7-2, Spartans lead the Highliners here in set number 2. Valley City wins number 1 by a score of 26-24. And back and forth, exciting first set, but here we are. And quickly down are the Highliners. They were down quickly in the first set, but were able to rattle off a nice rally at the beginning, and they were able to go back and forth kind of after that. That's where we stand. Thornton with a tough return. Eagle with the set. Gives an opportunity for Highliners, but the Spartans are able to recover. That pass, that set by Reagan Carlson goes to nobody there.
Yeah, that was a lot of miscommunication. Everyone was kind of in a circle and was looking at each other like, are you going to take the ball? Are you going to take the ball? And then no one ended up taking it.
Grace Miller and Megan Dirk, both the seniors, making a very rare mistake. It's now 7-3 Highliners. Now trailed by just 4. Kill attempts. That one is a foul by the Highliners.
Yeah, it looked to me like Faith Peterson was in the net there. Someone was in the net. I'm unsure of who it was, but I'm pretty sure it was Faith Peterson.
So that makes it 8-3. Fargo North gets it right back. Now a serve on from Megan Dirk. Served by Thornton. Set on by Eagle. Able to get a kill attempt, kind of forces North to scramble. Passes near the net, kind of a bad spot on the pass, and it falls, and it's now 8-4.
It seems like the first set was all about energy, and this one's kind of about miscommunication. It's like, which team is going to miscommunicate first?
So it's now 8-4. Thornton with the serve. Goes to the back line. Dug on. Will pass, and the kill is out of bounds on that attempt by Grace Miller. Just barely missed it.
Yeah, that was a great attempt there. She just missed it just barely wide.
Would not have wanted to get in front of that one.
No, there's nothing like a left-handed right side hitter. A lot of power.
Thornton with a nice serve forces the Spartans to scramble and gets the free ball over to the Highliners. Thornton digs it out. Set back by Deagle. Just a little tip over. And now a kill attempt is unsuccessful by the Spartans. Thornton with a set. And a tip over. This one's hit all around. And now attempts from the Spartans. That one's tipped. And the Highliners have attempt. That one is successful in the middle. With the right hand going to the far side is Peyton Peterson.
It seems that the Highlanders are finding their groove right now. They've had a lot of good passes, and Dylan Deagle is getting under the ball, and the hitters are executing.
Good rally. Both teams getting some nice digs that play. And it's now 8-6. A little tip over. Nice job by Olsen to get that one. And this one tipped over to the Spartan side. The set is on by Skalicki. A little tip over. Beautiful pancake to save that play by the Highliners. And they keep it alive. And now the kill attempt just sneaks over the net. That was Hayden Tollefson. Nothing like a little flapjack diving and saving it.
Yeah. The feeling when you get one of those is pretty remarkable, and it's even worse when the ref says that it's down when you know it wasn't down.
But it doesn't feel great for your knees either. Well, I guess if you have pads on, then I guess you're probably fine.
Yeah.
All right, 9-6 our score. Fargo North in control in the second set. Back set is on, and the kill attempt goes to the far side near the corner. Returned on by Bartz. Now a little tip for Highliner is able to get it. Deagle with the return. Now a kill attempt over by Tessa Olsen. Passes on from Skalicki. Kill attempt is out of bounds. Just missing it was Tollefson. Tollefson had a good first set, but here struggling to get some kills in the second set. It's now 9-7. So the Highliners slowly but surely trying to claw their way. They were down 7-2, but they've kind of started to come back here in the second set, which is kind of what they did in the first set as well. Byerly with the serve. This one returned on by Tedford. Kill attempts, partially blocked maybe, but is saved by the Highliners. And just by the attack line, good job by Faith Peterson with the right hand hitting it off the opposing Spartan. It goes out of bounds. It is now 9-8.
I feel like the Highlanders are a bit notorious for digging themselves in a hole and then coming back, but we've always got that attitude to never give up.
Absolutely. 9-8 now our score. Skalicki passing it. Kill attempt goes to Thornton on the back line, who sets it. And kill attempt is good for Faith Peterson from the near side, going down the middle to the back line. And we are all knotted up, folks. 9-9 here in set number 2. Valley City winning set number 1, 26-24. And I would expect nothing less from this set as well. Byerly, another serve. Turned on by Bartz. Tip pass, Skalicki. And kill attempt goes to the Spartans, or rather the Highliner side. The pancake is no good for Bartz. And just like you're talking about, that was close. So with the pancake, it's from the libero junior for Spartans.
Yeah, you never really know. It might have just hit a part of her hand, or you have to get your whole hand under the ball. Any part of the ball that touches the ground, the ball is down. So I guess, you know, we're kind of high up, but that did seem close. But the ref is right there, and I guess you just got to trust him, right?
I guess so. You're going to have to. And while we were talking, we had a service error by the Highliners, so it's now all of a sudden tied right back up at 10. Now the Highliners are going to have to return this one, and the kill attempt drops in. A good job by, once again, on the far side, this time Faith Peterson, the right hitter, the junior, doing such a fantastic job here this evening. Oh, beg your pardon, that was actually Smith Hatcher, beg your pardon, 6 and 8. Very similar. All right, so here is the set on from Skalicki after the service by the Highliners, and that's a beautiful kill attempt, but returned on by Thornton. We'll take over by Hatcher, dug on by the Spartans. Now the second hit is a kill attempt by the Spartans, but the Highlanders are ready for it. Now kill attempt is good. And the Highlanders get the point. They now lead 12-10.
Peyton Peterson put the hammer down on that one.
And she's been doing that all night long. They've been doing so good up front in this one, and all of a sudden, 2-point lead for the Highliners. Skalicki tries to catch the Highlanders off guard with a little tip over to the other side, but the Highlanders are once again ready for it. Skalicki with the set, and a nice block on the kill attempt by the Spartans. And now they're going to have to give Highlanders a free ball here. And a little tip over, and it's in for Peyton Peterson once again.
You know, the Highlanders have done an incredible job this second set defensively. We've seen a lot more blocks, a lot more touches on blocks, and Abby Thornton seems to be wherever the hitters are hitting.
So the Highlanders another serve up by 3. Kill attempt blocked, but back over to the Spartan side, and now the kill attempt is successful this time by Emily Skalicki. And I tell you what, you were just saying how good those blocks are. That was a monster block, but unfortunately, Spartans are ready to come right back.
Right.
So it's now 13-11. This is an absolute rush right here. The teams are playing very well this evening. A little set on by Deagle, and scrambling are the Highlanders after the block, unable to save it from going out of bounds on the far side, and it's now 13-12. Riley Bartz, the 5'6" libero junior, do the jump serve to the Highlanders. Eagle able to get the Highlanders to give it over to the Spartans, and now a free ball coming up for the Highlanders. Thornton with the first hit, and now the kill attempt is successful as it goes out of bounds. Pete Peterson once again with the kill, and it's now 14-12. Thornton will get a rest here, and Addie Quilvank back in the game for Valley City. Serve is on by Peyton Peterson, and good one, forcing the Spartans to scramble. Free ball coming up. Deagle, though, is going to have to scramble to get the third hit in, and the Spartans are able to get an opportunity themselves. Now just get it back. This is Hatcher getting it back over to the Spartan side. Beyond the attack line, that one's going to go long, this time by Evie Berg, the sophomore, unable to drop it in. Kind of tough from beyond the attack line trying to get those in.
Yeah, when the set's off like that, you have to adjust as a hitter to, you know, at least do something with it so it's not a free ball, but keep it in.
Have an awkward return, but the Spartans do a good job of keeping it alive. And the Highlanders are able to get it back from beyond the attack line, gets it to the back line. Good job by the Spartans to keep it in. That one's partially blocked. Highlanders now with it. Passes on by Byerly, and the kill attempt once again from the back line by Faith Peterson goes into the net. So more of these attacks from beyond the attack line. Highlanders got to try to bring it up close to the net, right?
Yeah, I mean, what's kind of funny about that play is we have Peyton Peterson serving for the libero, and she normally doesn't play back row, but she just had a stellar pass, so I don't know. Middles aren't usually passers, and she put up a good one there.
Skalicki with the serve for the Spartans. 15-13 our score. Make it 16-13 as a kill successful for the Highliners.
I don't know about you, but I just see a lot more communication from the Highlander team than there was in the first 5-10 for this game.
And both teams really struggle with that, as you mentioned. And now they are up by 3 as a result of the more communication. Skalicki, the backwards set. Highlanders are ready for it. Eagle with the set. Kill attempt is good, and we had a foul actually on the Spartans, so a point is awarded to the Highlanders either way. So it's now 16-13. We'll step aside after a timeout by Fargo North. You're listening to Highlander Volleyball on KOVC.
Hey Valley City, Jamestown Regional Medical Center knows how important it is to receive care close to home. That's why JRMC orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Volk offers care right in Valley City. Learn about local care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes at www.jrmcnd.com/Valley City. Schedule online anytime at jrmcnd.com/Valley City or call 701-952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
17-13 our score. Valley City in control, and they have really looked good these past points, mainly because of communication.
Yeah, I think if they can keep that up, and now we're getting into the points last set where they got a little frantic, and let's see if they can hang on tight to this one and just keep playing and keep communicating how they have been this whole set.
Deagle will be the server for the Highliners out of the timeout. Big point coming up right here. Deagle with the serve. This is the dig by Bartz. Kill attempts getting high above the net. Unable to get the kill was Miller. They'll get another attempt, though. And a little tip over. A wild play at the net. And a couple of highlighters trying to get a hands on that one. So I'm talking about communication. Thornton with the tough dig on that play. Spartans now have an opportunity. Oh, beautiful dig by Thornton, a pancake, but it goes out of bounds on the long side. So good hustle, good effort by the Highlanders, but some miscommunication on that play, like we were just talking about.
Yeah, it's especially hard when they put them out of system and the setter isn't taking the second ball, when it's usually Dylan up there taking the second ball when she was actually taking the first pass. So you got to work on that. You got to know who's going to be there.
Tough play at the net for the Highliners is won by the Spartans. Peterson had a tough time returning that serve. Her and Thornton kind of got crossed up. Both went for it. It's now 17-15. Highlanders still lead the Spartans in set number 2. 26-24. Highlanders won set number 1. A nice dig, forcing to scramble to get it somehow over the net. Unbelievable play by the Highliners to get that over, but a kill is in for Hayden Tollefson.
What a save on that play. Sam Hatcher wasn't able to quite get back onto the court by the time that kill happened, but so where the net is in the middle of the court, if you cross that line while you're passing, it's out of bounds. And she did a fantastic job of getting to that ball right before it crossed that line, and then Addie Quilvin kept it into play.
Really sadly that it was all for naught as the Spartans get the point. The kill attempt is partially off the net, partially blocked, and now a scramble for the Spartans, and able to get it over this time was Reagan Carlson. Now the set is on from the goal. The kill attempt partially blocked onto the Spartans side. Now the kill attempt, this one is blocked and in. Good job that time by the Highlanders to get the block. That was a kill attempt by Miller, unable to get it in between a couple of Highlanders.
Like I said, I'm just amazed by their blocks tonight, because on Tuesday night that wasn't there really at all. And I know West Fargo's a great team, but so is Fargo North, and they're getting their hands up and they're getting some blocks, which is awesome.
18-16 Highliner lead. They have the serve, dug on by Riley Bartz. Passed by Skolicki, and they get it over to the Highliners side. Kill attempt by Peterson. Is able to be corralled by the Spartans, and their kill attempt goes long, out of bounds from just right on top of the attack line. It is now 19-16.
And I don't know if we've said enough about Sam Hatcher and Abby Thornton in the back row. They're just there for every pass that has come their way.
They certainly have. 19-16 now will score. Skolicki, kill attempt. That one drops in. Or no, excuse me, beg your pardon. Thornton, once again, with the scoop. Now the Spartans, a little tip over. Corralled on. Good job by the Highliners to be ready for that. And the kill attempt is good for Faith Peterson.
See, she's been doing that all night, where she kind of forces North's block to come off the net a little bit, and then the ball will drop on the other side of the net, and she's just hitting the ball that hard, where they can't keep their hands firm over the net.
Coach Cepesa had some words of encouragement after that play. 2016, now the score, Highliners in control. And this kill somehow sneaks in. That was a tough play, and that will result in a point for number 13, that's Hayden Tollefson.
Kind of the same thing I just described from Faith Peterson, except for it was not to our advantage.
It's now 20-17. So once again, late in the set, Spartans trying to make a rally. Service for Megan Dirk, the senior. Abby Thornton able to get it. Set on by Eagle, but a fantastic block by Grace Miller. Right at the net. Using those hops. It's now 20-18.
The energy that we have right now from both teams, they both want to win so bad tonight.
Back and forth we go here at the end of set number 2. Return is on for Peterson, and they'll just have to tip it over. Skolicki, and the kill attempt is in. Another good one from who else? Hayden Tollefson, the 5'9" junior, just putting on an absolute clinic here in set number 2. It's now 20-19. Dirk with another serve, starting from beyond the out-of-bounds line for the basketball court. Runs up and gets the serve in. Kill attempts, and that one was it blocked? Was it tipped?
The Highlanders think there was a tip. I mean, I'd have to go with them and say that there was a tip on that ball. That was, I don't know how else a ball can change directions, but.
They give the point to the Spartans. It's now all knotted up at 20. Dirk with the service error.
We needed that.
Yeah, they absolutely did, and it is now 21-20. Highlanders get a break, and Thornton will now serve. Trying to avoid the extra points here in set number 2 after a 26-24 first set win. Thornton rises, and Bartz tries to return it, but she cannot. And an ace.
Phenomenal serve by Abby Thornton there. And then there's nothing like cheering after an ace. Everyone's just pumped up. Ooh. It's 3 point.
And 22-20 now our score. And timeout is called. We'll step aside for 30. You're listening to Valley City Volleyball on KOVC.
This timeout is brought to you by Mobility Plus Rehabilitation, with offices in Valley City, Enderlin, Lisbon, and Gwinner in North Dakota, and Hawley, Minnesota. Our mission is to provide exceptional physical and occupational therapy to minimize pain and maximize mobility to quickly return you to the quality of life you deserve. Just as in the timeout of this game, we will take the time with you to evaluate, educate, strategize, and formulate a plan for the rest of your game based on your unique situation. This is Megan Beck, occupational therapist, and I invite you to call any of our offices at Mobility Plus Rehabilitation today.
And we're back, 22-20 our score. Highlanders with the service. Jared Slubby alongside Reagan Ingstad. What a game we have so far. And now the Spartans with a kill attempt, and it is in right after the serve. That's Hayden Tollefson. Who else? She has been absolutely phenomenal for the Spartans team here in the latter portion of the second set.
I don't know if you noticed this, but there was only one block up on her, and that is a person that we cannot lose track of. Peyton Peterson was very late for coming from the middle on that block.
So it's now 22-21. Highlanders still in the lead, but a tough serve in front of the diving Samantha Hatcher drops in for an ace, and it is all of a sudden tied up at 22. Last lead that the Spartans had was 8-7 in this set. Here's a serve to the back line. A set on from Deagle. This one blocked, and the joust goes over to the Highlanders side. Another joust. This one won by the Spartans. And who else? Once again, Hayden Tollefson.
It's tough when the ball keeps getting put up at the net. We can't be doing that. It's just way too hard on the defense.
And it is now 23-22 Spartans. So kind of feel the momentum shifting in this one a little bit. What do the Valley City Highlanders have to do to kind of reel that back and get the momentum back?
I mean, they just need to take a breath. They need to calm down. We just need to do what we've been doing before, get that block up there and get one good pass, and let's execute on a kill, get that momentum back, get the serve back. Well, let's see if we can win this one.
And Tollefson, number 13 for Fargo North, has been phenomenal. What about her game makes her so dangerous?
I mean, she hits the ball so hard. She's always approaching, jumping high. She's never late to a set. I mean, every time she swings, she's swinging hard, and we just need to put a block up on that.
And that's one thing that Valley City has done a good job so far today on, but here in the latter portions, Tollefson has been winning the benefit of the doubt. So once again, 23-22, Fargo North is in control, and they have service as well. Return is good. Deagle with the set. The kill is partially saved by the Spartans, but it goes over to the Valley City side, where they give a free ball back to Fargo North. The set is up, and the kill attempt by Tollefson goes to Thornton. Set is on for Deagle. Kill attempt is dug out. Fantastic dig by Evie Berg, and they keep it alive. Back over to the Highlanders side. Thornton with the pass, and the kill attempt is partially blocked. A little tip over, and the Highlanders are not going to be able to rally and save it. It drops in their side of the court, and it is now 24-22, set point number 1.
They're switching out the game ball.
How often do you normally have that happen?
I don't know if I've ever seen that. I bet the ball is probably really sweaty.
Or there's a hole in it hitting it so hard. All right, so the return goes over to the Spartans side, and Highlanders have an opportunity now. The kill attempt is in. Big points. They needed that. Faith Peterson drops it in. It's now 24-23.
And it's awesome that she can still stay aggressive, you know, on a match point like or a set point like that. She swung her heart out there, and it paid off.
Absolutely did. And now Byerly with the service, 24-23. Big is on by Bartz. The set from Skalicki. Kill attempt blocked. Tollefson with another kill. And that is how set number 2 comes to an end. So another hard-fought battle, this time won by Fargo North. We'll play at least 4 sets here this evening. Again, 25-23, Fargo North wins set number 2. We'll step aside for a few minutes. We'll be back with set number 3 here on KOVC.
Lever's Foods, best quality, best price. Lever's Foods, best service, they're nice. Lever's Foods, they make everything right. Lever's Foods.
Stock up on savings at Lever's Foods. This week at boneless beef top round steak or roast, $5.87 a pound. Our family sugar or flour, 2 bags for $3. Our family shredded or chunk cheese, $1.79. Call 845-1732. Lever's Foods in South Valley City. Great food, great savings. Increase the performance and beauty of your home with new windows. Minn Kota windows from SLC, Smith Lumber Company. Minn Kota windows are designed and built for years of lasting value and enduring beauty. They provide trouble-free, virtually maintenance-free operation for a generation of comfortable living. Midwest built, Midwest tough, guaranteed for life. Minn Kota windows from SLC, Smith Lumber Company on East Main, Valley City. For more, go to SmithLumberCompany.com.
Grofberg Electric believes in quality first, taking pride in their work, and standing behind every project they do. They bring together the power, technology, and experience to keep your business online. The success of Grofberg Electric depends on 3 major ideals: the quality of their products, the commitment to their customers, and most of all, their customer service. Call Grofberg Electric today at 845-3010 or visit them online at grofbergelectric.com.
Fall is here, and it's time for crafts at Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy, your locally owned pharmacy. Now through the end of the month, all handbags and wallets 15% off. See Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy, downtown Valley City. Shop in person or online at centralavenuehealthmart.com, and don't forget about the drive-up window. Now through the end of the month, all handbags and wallets 15% off. Central Avenue Health Mart Pharmacy, downtown Valley City. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
For your safety, Common Spirit Health is following CDC recommendations to promote universal source control to limit the spread of COVID-19. Medical-grade masks will be worn by everyone at CHI Mercy Health. Visitors and patients will be screened at the front desk, and medical-grade masks will be supplied prior to entry for all visitors, patients, and staff entering the facility. For the latest in visitor guidelines, please call 845-6400 prior to arrival at CHI Mercy Health Valley City. Thank you for your cooperation.
The keys to the game are brought to you by RE/MAX Now of Valley City and Jamestown. Just as the keys to today's game offer growth, success, and opportunity for the future, so do the keys to your new property. Whether you're looking for the keys to your starter home, the keys to home where you raised your family, the keys to your business, or the keys to your lake home or retirement property, for every step of the way, RE/MAX Now of Valley City and Jamestown are here for you. Check out our website, findrealtynow.com, for pictures and virtual tours.
Well, we're all knotted up 1-1 as we're about to start up set number 3. Jared Sluppy alongside Reagan Ingstad here in the Hack in Valley City. It will be Fargo North with service. About to get this one underway, and here we go. And this one returned on. Nice pass from Deagle. And the kill attempt somehow still staying alive, but now it drops to the ground, and Valley City gets point number 1. That was Peyton Peterson with the play. Able to get the kill attempt. And it's now 1-0. She'll serve it here. Peterson having an incredible game so far. Looking to build on that right here. A nice serve, but kept alive. And Skolicki able to get a nice pass over. And now the Highliners getting it back. A tough play. A little joust, and it's won by the Highliners. This time it was Addie Quilvang. And she has had a nice game herself. Quilvang makes it 2-0 Highliners. 3 up, 3 back for Fargo North to return the serve. And a nice dig to keep it alive this time by Evie Berg, but not good enough as the Spartans had to kind of scramble to keep that alive. Highliners take advantage, goes to the net. It is now 3-0. Highliners have had a tough time coming out of the first 2 sets, but now they actually jump out to a quick 3-0 lead. Serve once again from Peterson to the back line. From beyond the attack line, the kill attempt from Carlson over to the Highliners side. Now the kill attempt by the Highliners is into the net, this time from Samantha Hatcher. Hatcher's a rare mistake this time. She has not made many of those, but just a little bit of a mistake, getting a little bit too low on that one. So it's now 3-1, the first point of set number 3. And this serve goes off the top of the net. Highliners are able to recover. And the little tip over is not quite strong enough this time from that Eddie Sather. 3-2 our score. And now we have some perspiration, I believe, on the court. Wiping that up. So once again, our score 3-2. One set apiece. 26-24 Valley City, 25-23 Fargo North. As we're playing at least 4 sets here this evening. Of course, pivotal set number 3 here. And I guess that perspiration has made its way to the middle of the court as well, not just the Valley City side. So again, 3-2 our score. Now serve on for Riley Bartz, the junior. And it looks like we're ready to go. And here it comes. This one turned on by Byerly. And a little tip over and in front of the diving Evie Berg by Samantha Hatcher. And it is now 4-2. And quick substitution. Coming out is Byerly, doing a good job to set so far. Nice serve, forcing the Spartans to scramble and unable to make the play as Fargo North. First hit was on from Evie Berg, and then Bart's unable to keep it in play, and it's now 5-2. Right back, Highliners are up by 3 once again. To the back line, the return on Skalicki. And a little dump over from Reagan Carlson. And pass by Thornton. And the tip is out of bounds. It was blocked, I believe, partially, or maybe it wasn't blocked because they're saying it was Fargo's point.
On that play, Samantha Hatcher went up. It was set really off, and she went up with her fist to try to get it over the net. She did. Fargo North blocked it. It went out of bounds, which would be the Highliners' point, but then they ended up calling Samantha Hatcher in the net.
Gotcha. Okay. 5-3. Our score here in set number 3. Service on from Skalicki. Return on by Thornton. Pass from Deagle. It's over to the Spartan side. Kill attempt is good. Grace Miller.
When they can give her a good set, she definitely executes the ball.
And she hits it hard, as you said earlier in the first set. She has a point here to make it 5-4. And now the Spartans are kind of trying to play comeback here in this set, but not means a 3-point lead in the early portions of the set. Not anything too extravagant yet. And a error this time by the Highliners trying to return it. Had a couple issues so far today trying to return the ball. And that makes it 5-5. So once again, it is Skalicki who's done such a fantastic job of passing the ball for the Spartans. Here's the set from Thornton, and from beyond the attack line, the Spartans are going to get an opportunity here. And now a free ball coming up for the Highliners. Thornton. And set by Deagle. Kill attempt is in. Jada Nelson. Haven't said her name yet today. She gets the kill right in the corner. It's now 6-5 Highliners. The junior, being from the right side.
She must have came in for Tessa Olsen, huh?
I think so. Samantha Hatcher now getting ready to serve. We have some officials talking about something, but looks like we're going to go now. Hatcher with the serve. And kind of an awkward return this time by Reagan Carlson. Kind of hits the palm of her hand and just kind of dies on her. Unable to get a good pass.
That was one of them where you're a little bit confused. Should I set this? Should I pass this? It's going right at my chest, and she did the best she could, but it was a good serve by Sam Hatcher.
Here is the set, and the kill attempt is blocked at the line by the Highliners. And now a little hit over by Grace Miller over to the Highliners side. The kill attempt this time by Peterson is blocked, and right back to the Highliners side and in. And it's now 7-6. Fargo North now with service as they trail by 1 here in this third set. Two very closely contested first 2 sets. 26-24 Valley City for set number 1, 25-23 set number 2 for Fargo North. kill attempts might have went out if let it go by Peterson, but the Spartans keep it alive. Highlanders have another opportunity right here. Once again, it is Peterson, and she gets it with the wipe, and it lands out of bounds. 8-6.
That's her doing that play again. She's going off Grace Miller's hands to the right side, which Grace Miller needs to adjust and turn her hand in to get that block, but until she does, Faith Peterson should keep doing that.
She's executed that so well so far this evening. Bartz with the return. The hit over by Tollefson. Highlanders keep it alive. The tip over is in. That was Samantha Hatcher. Just the right spot. Didn't have really the best opportunity to do anything extravagant, but just put the ball in the right spot, which sometimes is all you need to do.
That's exactly what you need to do when the ball is set off, passed off. You know, do something with it. Don't be dumb, but get them out of sorts a little bit.
Thornton with the serve. Spartans trying to get something here, and they do. Highlanders are able to return it, however. Little tip over is blocked at the net. That was Grace Miller and Emma Thomason with the block.
See, that's another one right there. It's like, what do I do with this ball? What do I do with this ball? She tried to just barely tip it over, but she's got 2 huge blocks on her. I think maybe go deep next time.
So that makes it 9-7. Fargo North still trailing to the back line. The return good from Samantha Hatcher. Kill attempts blasted by Peterson, but Spartans keep it alive. Now an attempt from the back line by Miller, returned on by Thornton, and this time there's an error, I believe.
They're saying that she hit that outside of the antenna, so that she touched the antenna with the ball on the net, so that is automatically out of bounds.
Okay. 9-8 now our score. Fargo North now within 1. Dirk with the serve. Nice dig. Samantha Hatcher. Kill attempts blocked. Peterson. And now it'll pass over, and a fantastic dig by the Spartans, and the kill attempt is good from Hayden Tollefson. It was blocked at the line, but it falls right in front of the net. And we are even, 9-9. If there's any sets won by more than 2 points, I'd be very surprised how these two teams are playing tonight. Here is the set on from Deagle, and the kill attempt is good. Another point for Valley City. 10-9 our score. Jada Nelson exiting after a fantastic pass of points. And now Rachel Byerly checking in. She'll do the serving. Skalicki sets it up. Now the Highlanders have an opportunity from beyond the attack line. The kill attempt, forcing the Spartans to scramble. Now free ball coming up for Valley City. The set goes backwards. Deagle sets it up for Peterson. Now the Spartans have their kill attempt blocked at the net by Peyton Peterson.
What a point by the Highlanders. We had a fantastic dig by Abby Thornton. We had some good balls set up, and then it finished it off with a Peyton Peterson block. She was right there.
That makes it 11-9, and that serve goes out of bounds, trying to go towards the line. Falls in front and out of bounds of Hayden Tollefson. That makes it 11-10, so giving a point right back to the Spartans after that really nice rally. Now checking in for Fargo North is Evie Berg, exiting as Grace Miller. Berg with the serve. That one close to being out of bounds, and now forcing the Highlanders to scramble. Good job by Deagle to keep it alive, and they do keep it alive. And the Spartans, now a kill attempt is blocked, gives it to the Highlanders. Deagle able to keep it alive after her kill attempt was blocked, and now the Spartans trying to catch Valley City off guard. They cannot do so, and this kill attempt goes wide, trying to go near side as Peterson unable to do so. And we are once again all tied, this time at 11.
We've still got strong energy from both sides of the court, which is awesome to see. It's fun to watch.
Great atmosphere, and Berg with a service error. Didn't really have too many of those in set number 2, but set number 1 we had a lot of those for both teams. I believe we had 5 for Fargo North and 2 for Valley City in that first set, and here a big one against Fargo North. Both teams have 1 here in this third set. And this late in the game, you cannot be making those kind of mistakes when you're really needing that crucial third set. Here's a serve towards the back line. Barnes with the return. Skalicki sets it up, and the kill attempt is out of bounds by Hayden Tollefson. And it's now 13-11.
That was a great follow there by Abby Sather. On a point that happened earlier, you know, if you don't follow it to that line and it's a close ball, it there's a chance it could drop in, and she made sure it didn't.
Skalicki with a set up for Tollefson, and the Highlanders are able to capitalize their opportunity, unable to get it, but now an error. That was Skalicki trying to catch the Highlanders snapping. She tried to just tip it over, but she made a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think that she realized how far off the net she was and just dropped a little bit short.
That makes it 14-11 now. Skalicki, a long set over to the far side for Tollefson. And Tollefson with the kill as the Highlanders unable to rally and return that kill attempt by, once again, Hayden Tollefson. That makes it 14-12 here in this third set. Once again, Valley City wins set number 1, 26-24. And Fargo North wins set number 2, 25-23. And another service error from the Spartans, this time by Amber Hansen. And that makes it 15-12. And that's a big point for the Highlanders, trying to ride some momentum after that mistake. And now it's Peterson with the serve. That one just getting over. Scrambling are the Spartans. They're going to give up an opportunity for the Highlanders. Deagle, just a nice little set over.
Very smart decision by Deagle there. She saw that little opening right in the middle of the court, and she jumped. It looked like she was going to the middle, and she faked, dumped it over the net, and got the point.
Hey, that was Evie Berg trying to make something happen, unable to do so. It's now 16-12. Nice serve once again by Peterson, but it's playable for the Spartans. A nice block on the far side. Another attempt. That one is going to be, no, it's going to be an error on the Highlanders that time. Was there a net touch, I believe?
Yeah, they called Dylan Deagle in the net there. Late call. They called the ball out, then they called a touch, and then she was in the net. So yeah. I think it was all the referees were disagreeing a little bit, and then there was one call that they could all agree on.
So Bartz now with a serve for Fargo North, and another service error. That's the fourth one in this set.
Yeah, that's just unreal. I mean, at this level and in this set, you cannot be making service errors. It's like free throws in a basketball game. Yeah, those points are crucial.
It's too late into the game for you to be making those simple mistakes. 17-13 now our score. 4-point lead for the Highlanders. A little touch over to the Highlanders side. And now Deagle will try to do the same thing. Try to catch the Spartan snapping. Unable to do so. Highlanders now with an opportunity. Deagle sets it near side. A kill attempt is long. This time from Hatcher. And it's now 17-14. Good attempt, just couldn't quite get it in.
Yeah, she's been crushing that line all night. And I mean, if she makes a error 1 out of 10 times, I'd say keep doing it.
Absolutely. 17-14 our score. Service on for Emily Skalicki. Thornton returns it. Deagle with the set, a little touch over. Nice dive by Skalicki. Bartz sets it up, and a kill attempt over the Highlander side, playable. And now Thornton just touches it over to the other side. Bartz with the bump, and the kill attempt is blocked and drops in on the Spartan side. Miller couldn't get it over the blockers, and it's now 18-14.
We needed that little boost of momentum there, a big play. Sam's up to serve. She's very consistent. Let's hope we can finish this one off a little bit differently than the first 2 sets. We don't need it to be close. We just need them to take control here.
Abby Sather exiting, and now checking back in is Faith Peterson. Serve over to the Spartan side. Kill attempts. Good job by Hatcher. Able to get it in. Now the kill is good for the Highliners. Just barely, once again, able to get it, squeeze it into that corner on the near side, making it 19-14, largest lead of this third set. And a timeout is called. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to KOVC coverage of Highlander Volleyball.
At Bank Forward, we focus on building relationships. Hi, I'm Kara Weep with Bank Forward in Valley City. Whether it's opening a checking account, saving for college, or starting your own business, Bank Forward is the bank big enough to help, but we're small enough to know your name. Call 845-1220 or visit bankforward.com today. Striving to be the bank that defines customer service since 1927. It's simply the Forward way. Bank Forward, member FDIC.
Now is the time, now is the time.
Set number 3, 19-14, Valley City with the lead. What have the Highlanders been able to do so right here towards the middle portion of the set to grow their lead to 5?
You know, I think based off the first 2 sets, they haven't really let themselves get down in the dumps after losing a few points in a row or, you know, a call by the refs or anything like that. They've stayed positive and they've kept their energy up, and it's really showing off. It's 19-14 right now, and if they can keep that up and not lose their momentum after they get past 20 points, that would be fantastic.
Rick Ingstad, the voice you're hearing, alongside myself, Jared Sluppy, here at the Hack, and what a game this has been so far. 1 set apiece here in set number 3. Here is Skalicki with a pass to the far side. Kill attempt is blocked and out of bounds. That was Grace Holm, the junior, able to get the kill. It's now 19-15, a much needed point for Fargo North out of the timeout after trailing by 5. Now it's 4.
To side out right away here would be awesome. It's always nice to have a little bit of wiggle room at the end.
Grace Miller checks into the game for Fargo North, and the serve goes out of bounds wide, and the 6th service error for the Spartans in this set.
We've got Fargo North arguing with the down ref right now. That serve was very close. I mean, obviously they made the call that they thought was right, but she definitely doesn't think that was the right call.
Thornton now has a service error, and I guess they're contagious. So we have seen some where they have gone back and forth with some of these service errors. It's now, once again, a 4-point game. It's 20-16 in favor of the Highliners. Megan Dirk with the serve, and she committed one in a crucial moment in set number 1. We'll see if she can make up for it here, and she does. She gets it in. Deagle with a back set. It's a kill in. Good job over a couple of blocks.
What a save by Jada Nelson on that ball. That set was really tight. I mean, the pass started off, it was really tight. Dylan Deagle did the best she could. It was still a little tight, and Jada, I don't know, she somehow got that ball just over the net, and it dropped, and what a play.
Byerly checks in for Jada Nelson. And now after the serve, the kill is somehow saved. That was a wicked kill attempt. And now, that was Tollefson on the first try. Second try, this one goes long. So Tollefson somehow, I didn't see that was who dug that out for the Highliners, but that was a phenomenal dig to get it to the other side.
That was Sam Hatcher, and that just proves a point right there. If you can at least get a hand on the ball, you never know what's going to happen next. That pass that she sent over gave North the opportunity, but she had barely got a hand on that ball. They gave North another opportunity, and you know, they swung and hit it out of bounds. So what a great play by Samantha Hatcher.
And what a great set we've had so far. 22-16, largest lead of the set. Timeout, we'll take it as well. You're listening to Highliner Volleyball on KOVC.
Brothers 3 has the area's widest variety of classic and new fishing tackle at the lowest prices to give you an edge this year. Before heading out on the water, stop in and get your live bait and tackle and fill your tank on the highest quality gas and diesel. Brothers 3 is your locally owned and operated convenience store. As always, Brothers 3 has the lowest prices in town on everything from snacks and drinks to propane and automotive supplies. Remember, it pays to shop at Brothers 3 in Valley City.
22-16 our score here in set number 3. Jared Sluppy alongside Reagan Ingstad, and what a fantastic third set we have here in this one. It will be Rachel Byerly serving back over for the Highliners, and we are back underway. Trying to pull away is Valley City. Kill attempts by, once again, Tollefson, but it's dug out by the Highliners. This one a kill attempt. That was Hatcher unable to get it. Now we got a little bit of jousting going on at the net, and that one is good. Kill by Grace Miller, just rising above the net, right over on top of the net, and just going after it and getting the kill is Miller.
That was a tough play right there. Rachel Byerly and Dylan Deagle did a fantastic job scrambling for that ball. They got it over the net, and I guess that's all they could really do in that situation.
Evie Berg with the serve. Here is the set by Deagle, and the kill is off of the blocker for Fargo North and out of bounds. That was Peyton Peterson gets the kill.
The Highlanders have really taken advantage of that tonight. They've used the block to their advantage 100% of the time, and I don't know, they've made so many adjustments since I saw them play on Tuesday. I'm really, really impressed.
23-17, our score, trying to pull away. Just need a couple more points. They've struggled in these type of scenarios so far today, putting away sets. A couple of great dive attempts for the save for the Highliners. Here is Bartz. Skalicki with the set. Here's the kill attempt, and that one is long by Hayden Tollefson.
Gosh, they are playing scrappy. They're getting every single ball up, and everyone's doing their part here tonight.
Abby Thornton with a fantastic dig in the back line. Set point number 1 for the Highliners. Skalicki trying to catch the Highlanders off guard. They do not do so. A nice little tip in is in by Peyton Peterson, and that is how the third set ends.
What a momentum builder there. You can see the excitement on their faces. They're ready for this fourth set, and hopefully they can finish it off. Let's not go to 5. That's always nerve-wracking.
And we'll see if they can do it. Our score after 3 sets. Valley City leads 26-24, 23-25, 25-17. You're listening to Valley City Volleyball here on KOBC.
You need a building, and you need it now. Look into Winkler Structures, available at Smith Lumber Company in Valley City. From a quick build utility to bigger dome structures for cattle, machinery, or hay storage. Winkler Structures are designed for strength and security with their no-compromise fabric and high-strength structural steel. These buildings have stood the test of time for today's cost-conscious customer. Customize your Winkler structure at Smith Lumber Company, East Main, Valley City. Call 845-2135.
Hi, I'm Corey Anderson, a proud Viking graduate and Director of Development at VCSU. There's never been a better time to be a Viking. The university we cherish is growing, and bigger things are on the horizon. To sustain our growth and continue the transformational power that VCSU brings to our community, we need you and your continued support now more than ever. No matter the game, we are always playing for Valley City State. Join me in making a difference for attracting future Vikings to an amazing university by supporting the V500 Scholarship Program online at give.vcsu.edu.
Are you on the right financial path? Are all your financial professionals on the same page? At LaRue Lockout Financial, you can be assured that your investment professional and tax professional are working together. Call Ann LaRue at 701-845-6938 or James M. Lockout, CPA, at 845-1660. Services offered through Investment Advisors, a division of Pro Equities Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Securities offered through Pro Equities Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer and member of FINRA and SIPC.
Hello from Husqvarna. Sure, you want our mighty outdoor power equipment, but you're embarrassed our rugged dealers like Sven or Bob will know you can't pronounce Husqvarna, the name that means craftsmanship all over the world. So I teach you now how to say Husqvarna. You say husk like corn and varn like varnish without the ish, and nah like nah, I don't want any other stinking chainsaw or trimmer or mower. I want the best in the world. I want Husqvarna.
Husqvarna. Tough name, tough equipment.
Your local Husqvarna dealer is S&S Auto Electric of Valley City.
Harvest season is here, and Valley Meat Supply has quality meats and snacks for those meals on the go. Valley Meat has sandwich meats, including bacon and sausage for the BLT, variety of cheeses, beef sticks, and jerky. Still a lot of grilling season left. And don't forget about the tailgate parties. Valley Meat Supply has all your favorites for the grill. Thick, juicy steaks, burger patties, brats, and all beef wieners. Have a safe and bountiful harvest season from Valley Meat Supply, West Main, Valley City.
Set number 4 we go. Highliners currently up 2-1. Jarrett Slovey alongside Reagan Ingstad. And Reagan, what a game we have so far, right?
We do. It's amazing. They are both teams are playing excellent, and I don't know, I feel like the Highlanders are finally building up their momentum and taking over this game. They just got to keep their energy up here in the fourth set.
They'll get service here to start things out. Skalicki with a back set and a kill that drops in by Emma Thomason. Haven't really gotten her going too much tonight, but a big point right out of the gate and a beautiful back set by Skalicki. So for the third time today, Fargo North gets the first point of the set. Riley Bartz with the serve. A tough play for Peterson. She's able to keep it in and hit over by Peterson. And now a free ball coming up. Here's Deagle with the set. Kill attempt goes in. No, actually, no, it drops after the block in, or rather on the Spartan side. So the kill is good by Peyton Peterson. So it's now 1-1. Serve on the way from Peyton Peterson. Beautiful dig by the Spartans, and now kind of an awkward hit from the back line by Peyton Peterson. She does get it over, though. A little tip over. And now Deagle able to put it in a tough spot. Kill attempt is good from Reagan Carlson after another nice touch pass by Emily Skalicki, and she has really been feeling it.
See, we had there both the line judges. One of them called the ball out, one of them called the ball in. The up and the down ref have no idea, and you know everyone's arguing right now. I mean, I don't know how you can overturn that after you've already given the point to the Highlanders when we have. I mean, we have both opinions right here, but they had already given the point to the Highlanders.
And now they're saying it is Valley City points as they're going to change the call 2-1. Very close, like you were saying. And the officials talked over it, and they gave Valley City the point. 2-1 our score. And this one return is good from the Spartans. Pass by Skalicki. Excuse me, set by Skalicki. And Highlanders have an opportunity. Just a little tip over. And a kill attempt after the second hit is into the net by Emily Skalicki. Trying to catch the Highlanders off guard. It's now 3-1 Valley City. 3 straight points for the Highlanders. Peterson with the serve once again to the back line. Tough spot. Now from beyond the back line, trying to keep it alive, and it's a free ball coming up for Valley City. Here's an opportunity. Deagle set. Kill attempt is in the corner. And it is once again Samantha Hatcher.
What a kill. I mean, she's picked away at that corner all night, and she just keeps hitting it. They haven't done anything to stop her.
And after the free ball, you absolutely have to execute on those. 4-1 now our score. And now a bad return, beg your pardon, as it goes over the Valley City side. They're able to just touch it over. And it is now 5-1.
I'd say that's one of the most exciting points that gets everyone really pumped up when there's an overpass, and Addie Quilving put that ball away.
Peterson once again with the service. Another bad return. That's from beyond the back line. And another free ball coming up for Valley City. Here comes the little touch from Deagle, trying to catch the Spartans off guard, but they're ready for it. Fantastic dig on the far side from Byerly. And the Spartans now have an opportunity, though. Kill attempt is in. Very close. Reagan Carlson with a nice kill on the back line. It's now 5-2.
There has been a lot of close calls tonight. I mean, these players are really giving the refs a run for their money.
Absolutely. Being very aggressive with their attacks. All right, so service coming up for the Spartans. It's going to be Reagan Carlson. Beg your pardon, it's going to be Emily Skalicki with the serve. The back line, nice dig on the return. And the kill attempts just squeaking over by Quilving, and that's going to be a lift called on Skalicki. So Addie Quilving.
See, the Spartans are kind of arguing that call a little bit. They're saying that her hand was closed and not open when, I mean, you can't really call a lift unless you physically see the ball stop in someone's hands, but.
Skalicki with the set. The kill attempt is in, and a tough attempt to try to dig it by Dylan Deagle. She did her best, but goes out of bounds, and it's now 6-3. Carlson, now the server. 3-point lead for the Highlanders in set number 4. Valley City leads and sets 2-1. And Thornton able to return it. And now Eagle will try to just tip it over, trying to catch the Spartans off guard. Kill attempt is blocked by the Highlanders. And now nobody in the area to get it for the Spartans. Diving to trying to save it. It was Skalicki unable to do so. It's now 7-3 Valley City.
See, there was a big miscommunication there. The middle hitter got in the way of the setter, and she was trying to push her out of the way and then ended up diving and couldn't save the ball.
Miscommunication seems to be like 75% of the errors for both these two teams tonight. Skalicki sets it up, and a kill attempt is saved by Abby Thornton. And now an attempt from beyond the attack line by Peterson. Spartans now have an attempt, and in front of a diving Thornton and Hatcher. And it is now 7-4. There's now Megan Dirk. She struggled with her serve so far today. Had a couple service errors. Trying to get back right here in set number 4. Thornton digs it up. Good job. Deagle with a set, trying to tip it over. Spartans are miscommunicating here, and now Quilving with a kill attempt, but somehow unable to get it in. And now North makes a mistake and hits it long, out of bounds, and kind of a wild play there.
That was kind of wild. We almost got caught early with celebrating, but luckily The Spartans hit it out of bounds.
And Quilvang had a nice little kill attempt, but it was somehow saved. All right, so now it's 8-4. Back pass is good, but the kill attempt is long from Grace Miller. It's a good little pass from Skalicki. I mean, what else is new? She's been so good passing the ball for the Spartans, but unable to capitalize, and it's now 9-4. Now Thornton with the serve for the Highliners. This one returned on by Bartz. And Skalicki with a long pass, and that one into the net by Tollefson.
So you can really see Fargo North here losing their momentum. Everyone kind of looks a little bit down in the dumps. Where on the other side, the Highliners are all fired up. They have the momentum. They are excited. They have all the energy.
And it is 10-4 Highliners. An overpass to the other side, but it's just in the right spot. Samantha Hatcher couldn't get to it. It's now 10-5. So a bit of a break there for the Spartans after the overpass.
And they needed it.
Substitution. Checking into the game is Evie Bird. As Grace Miller heads to the locker room. This one returned on by Samantha Hatcher. Deagle with the setup. And this one blocked. Highlanders keep it alive, however. Spartans now trying to scramble. That one might have went out, but the Highlanders keep it in. Kill attempt is good by Faith Peterson. Went off of a Spartan. I believe that was Bird, who tipped it and went out of bounds. It is now 11-5, so a big lead this early. How big is that for the Highliners?
I mean, it's huge. It takes a lot of pressure off. I mean, they don't want to go into the fifth set because that's only 15 points. You know, they really want to win it here, and this takes a lot of pressure off them.
Kill attempt is saved, but not for long, as the Highliners unable to keep it in. That was Rachel Byerly trying to keep it in, but unable to do so. It's now 11-6. 26-24, 23-25, 25-17. Valley City leads 2-1 here in set number 4. Now they lead 11-6. Serve from Riley Bartz for the Spartans, and it was just not in a good position for the Highliners, unable to really rally and get a good return. I beg your pardon, that was actually Embry Hansen on the serve for the Spartans. Now 11-7. Thornton with the return. Deagle with the set. A little touch over, and it's out of bounds.
We need to take a breath here and get a good pass so we can set the ball up and get back in our groove here.
Trying not to let their comfortable lead slip here, as they now just lead 11-8. Hansen with the serve for the Spartans. Return clean by the Highliners. Kill attempt drops in, but the Spartans are able to keep it alive. And the little passer is blocked by Peterson. Highliners with it. Deagle with the set. Kill attempts partially blocked. Somehow able to save it are the Highliners. A nice dig by 1-1. That's Bird. And now a little touch over. That one is in. Wow, that was a long time waiting for that call.
That was, yeah, I mean, that was such a close call. We had two players. The line judge actually got blocked from view, and she couldn't see where the ball landed, and the up ref finally gave a call and said that the ball was in.
Faith Peterson credited with that kill.
Yeah, and you can tell Fargo North is not happy about that.
12-8 now our score. A lot of really close calls, like you mentioned earlier in this set. And that's just kind of been the dogfight that it's been so far this evening. And that kill is blocked by the Highliners. Now Bartz trying to keep it alive, and the pass over by Skalicki. The set on from Deagle. The kill is good from Peyton Peterson right in the middle, and it's 13-8. What an incredible job by Dylan Deagle. She has done such a good job of being aware of where everybody is at on the court. And this serve is in. That's going to be an ace. That was very close on that back line. And a timeout is called once again by Fargo North. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Our score 14-8. You're listening to Highlander Volleyball on KOBC.
Your vehicle due for a bath? Calling all cars, calling all trucks. Check out Bridges Car Wash with the automatic car wash. It's quick and easy. Or do it yourself with the 2 fully equipped self-serve wash bays open year-round. Get your vehicle looking, feeling, and smelling new again with a wash and vacuum at Bridges Car Wash. Bridges Car Wash is your locally owned car wash. Your friends and neighbors and Highliner and VCSU Viking supporters. Bridges Car Wash on West Main, Valley City, now with 2 self-serve wash bays open year-round.
14-8 in set number 4. Valley Valley City well in control, and Highlanders trying to pull away from this one.
Yeah, I mean, Fargo North looks pretty frustrated right now. We've had a few amazing kills, amazing blocks, incredible passes from Valley City, and we've got the energy right now. We just got to keep it going.
And I'll try to, with the serve, out of timeout. Big point right here. Serve over to the Spartan side. They return it cleanly. The set is on from Skalicki. The kill is in. Trying to return it was Byerly, but she didn't really have that much of a shot. A good job by the Spartans to rally after the timeout, trying to generate some of their own momentum. And it will be Riley Bartz serving for Fargo North, the libero, wearing the white jersey. Here it comes over the Valley City side. It's returned on cleanly by Byerly. Deagle with the back set, and a kill lands in.
That block was huge on Peterson, and she was a little bit late on her approach. It was a fantastic block by North.
Peterson unable to get it over onto the Spartan side. It's now 14-10. Deagle just tips it over. And now an opportunity for the Spartans, and the kill is good by Reagan Carlson, going from the left side, or rather the far side to the far side into that corner. What Valley City has been doing so well, kind of getting a taste of their own medicine here. That makes it 14-11. Here's a serve by Bartz. Eagle with the set, and the kill is out of bounds. And Hatcher missed that one by a good 8 feet. And it's now 14-12, so all of a sudden it was 14-8 going into the timeout, and 4 straight points for the Spartans. We'll step aside for another 30 seconds. You're listening to Valley City Volleyball on KOVC.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Frank, Dr. Fralick, and Dr. Jangula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand that you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional eye care centers. Clearly the best.
All of a sudden, this is a 2-point game, 14-12 after 4 straight points for the Spartans. How have they been able to do it?
I mean, it seems it's kind of been like this all night, right? When we think one or the other team is taking the lead, it seems like the other team has always been crawling back.
This has been kind of one of those games. Bartz with the serve for Fargo North, and that was going to be long. Good job by the Valley City bench to communicate to Abby Sather that was going to be out. Now 15-12. Now Vade Peterson with the serve. This return cleanly. Nice dig by Berg. And the kill attempt from the back line, or excuse me, from beyond the attack line, rather, is no good from Reagan Carlson. Goes into the net. And it is going to be now 16-12, and now right out of the break, Highlanders 2 straight points. Peterson with another serve. And that is a little bit of an overpass, but they get a tip, and it's going to be an error on Valley City.
They called Sam Hatcher in the net there. There's been a lot of those errors tonight, too. We've had service errors, and we've had people not being able to stay out of the net.
That gives Emily Skalicki an opportunity to serve for the Spartans. 16-13 once again our score. Valley City leading 2-1 here in set number 4. They lead. Kill attempt. That one hit a couple palms, and it goes out of bounds. Samantha Hatcher gets the kill from the near side, and it goes out of bounds on the far side. Makes it 17-13, big point right there. Trying to stop the Spartans in their tracks. Keep the momentum on the Valley City side. Going right to left on the radio dial are the Highlanders. Skalicki with a nice set. The Highlanders are able to recover. Skalicki goes to the far side. Kill attempt out of bounds by Reagan Carlson. And Carlson has had a few misses here as of the last 2 points. And somebody we haven't really called too much is Hayden Tollefson here in this 4th set, who had a dominant 3rd set. I'm not quite sure why she is unable to come into this game here. She's over there on the sideline as of right now. Sparks returns a serve for Fargo North. And that kill attempt is good. Thornton had a tough time getting that one up in the air. It falls in front of the net in the middle. That makes it 18-14. Valley City still up by 4.
See, this is one of those crucial times where we need to side out right away. There can be no runs from Fargo North right here.
Here comes the serve. And a nice dig. And a tough time scrambling are the Highliners. They give a free ball over the Spartans, a little touch over, and a couple Highliners trying to return it, and they ran into each other, and unable to get to the ball was Addie Quilvang, and it is now 18-15.
Communication is key.
And Nelson and Hatcher tried to go after that last ball. Now 18-15 our score. Pass goes a little bit long. Deagle just touches it over. Now the third hit coming up. Kill attempt by Tollefson. And unable to get it there. Now a beautiful little touch over, and Valley City's ready for it. And a nice job by Dylan Deagle now to get her tip over. And it's now 19-15. And Deagle basically said, anything you can do, I can do better after that first tip. It's now a 4-point lead going down to the stretch here in this fourth set. Valley City wins this set, they win the match. Serve on by Samantha Hatcher. Set up by Skalicki. Tip over. Thornton returns it. Deagle, back set. Kill attempt is good by Jada Nelson. Again, almost celebrated a little too early, but able to let that one go down to the floor before they actually celebrate. It's now a 5-point game.
You know, she didn't get in until I think the second set, or maybe even the third, and she's done a really nice job for the Highlanders tonight.
That being Jada Nelson, the junior. And now a timeout is called. We'll step aside once again for 30 seconds. You're listening to Highlander Volleyball on KOVC.
Need an electrician? Get free quotes from the local pros at Highline Electric in Valley City. Fast, reliable, and competitive pricing. Their knowledgeable and skilled staff provide electrical services for residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural. Highline Electric, family owned since 1986. Owners Chad and Tracy Zahn and Bruce and Amy Anderson have built a reputation of integrity and quality. Times and technology have changed, but their focus on honest service has not at Highline Electric in Valley City. Call 845-0731. 20-15
Highlanders lead it in set number 4. They lead 2-1. Jared Slubby alongside Reagan Ingstad, and we are coming down to the wire in this fourth set where the Highlanders got to put this one away.
I mean, I don't know, I've said this the last 3 sets, but we just got to stay calm. It seems that they get a little bit flustered when it gets to this point in the game, but stay calm and keep doing what we're doing.
Absolutely. 20-15 our score. And here's a little bit of an overpass. The tip is good for Addie Quilvang.
Very smart decision on her part. I mean, you could swing at that ball, you could push it deep, tip it to the middle. She just made the right decision there. She put it where North's defense wasn't.
And it's now a 6-point lead, largest lead of this fourth set. Bartz with a nice return. And a beautiful pass. And the kill by Grace Miller. Beautiful little set. And that was a nice little quick one. And
yeah.
They take advantage.
Yeah, I mean, that ball came so quick. I don't think anybody on the Highlander side was ready for that.
And
great play by North.
Absolutely. Megan Dirk now the server. And Thornton, a nice dig to keep the Highlanders alive, avoid the ace, but a long blast by Jada Nelson. Misses it by about 10 feet past the back line, and it is now 21-17.
That's cool there. You can see some communication on the Highlanders' part. Dylan Deagle's telling Jada to snap her wrist, which is what she needs to do to keep that ball in.
Dirk with another serve. That's going to be long, and it's now 22-17, and the Highlanders are fired up after that play. Just what they needed. And they are 3 points away from putting this one in the books. And that's a service error by Abby Thornton, a rare mistake from her. She's been nearly perfect all day. Now service is coming up for Evie Berg. Winder Valley City, 3-6 in district play. Fargo North is 5-4. Eagle with a set. The kill attempts into the nets. And that's going to be an error on Valley City.
That's another one of those close calls. I don't know if it was in the net or if there was a touch on North's part, but we just got to trust the refs.
22-19, Deagle tips it over. And now Smokey with a nice kill attempt, but...
What a dig by Sam Hatcher. It was just so close to the net, and I think it was Peyton Peterson, it might have been Jada Nelson. They just got caught up just barely, but what a dig by Sam Hatcher.
Another one of those very close calls. It's now 22-20 in favor of the Highliners. We continue to get closer towards the end of each and every set. It's just been one of those dogfights. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. You're listening to KOVC's coverage of Highliner volleyball.
Hey Valley City, Jamestown Regional Medical Center knows how important it is to receive care close to home. That's why JRMC orthopedic surgeon Dr. Timothy Volk offers care right in Valley City. Learn about local care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes at www.jrmcnd.com/Valley City. Schedule online anytime at jrmcnd.com/Valley City or call 701-952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
And we're back. 22-20 our score. Valley City on the return. Deagle with the set. The kill attempt is blocked out of bounds by Faith Peterson. We talked about how they've been doing that all day, just right near the line, just getting that kill off the hands and out of bounds. It's now 20. Byerly now the server for the Highliners. And this is returned by number 3 of the Spartans, and the kill is good from Hayden Tollefson. So Tollefson, don't let her get going because she is dangerous. Saw what she can do in the third set, but she is now going to come out of this game. It's now 23-21 in favor of the Highliners. Now checking in is Embry Hansen. She is going to serve. Thornton with the return. Deagle with the back set. And that one is long on the kill attempts by Peyton Peterson. Or excuse me, beg your pardon, it was wide. And it is now 23-22.
You can see a little bit of timidness there. I mean, when it gets this close in a match and it's the end of the game, you tend to want to tip it, but just keep swinging.
Thornton with the return. Once again, Deagle sets it up, and that one is blocked. Fantastic block by Emily Skalicki and Emma Thomason right at the net. And we are tied, 23-23. Did you expect anything different? I mean, this is just kind of the way things have gone today.
I mean, you predicted it.
Here's a serve. This one returned on by the Highliners. Deagle sets it up, a little tip over, and it's played on by the Spartans. Kill attempt is blocked by Peyton Peterson, trying to get it with Skalicki, but Peterson blocked it right back to the Spartan side, and match point number 1 for Valley City.
What a block by Peyton Peterson. I mean, she was right there. It was a solo block. She got her hands up, she got her hands high, and she pressed him over the net, and the ball went straight down.
And it's now 24-23. Here's a serve. Here is the set by Skalicki and Carlson. And a fantastic dig by Hatcher, keeping it alive for the Highliners. Skalicki once again setting it up. Carlson gets it to Thornton in the back line. And a little tip over by the Highliners. Skalicki sets it up. A beautiful dig by Thornton goes out, saved by the Highliners, but a free ball's coming up for the Spartans. Bart with the set, and the kill is long, and the Valley City Highliners win it. Final score, 26-24, 25-23, excuse me, beg your pardon, 23-25, 25-17, 25-23.
That's some great work by the Highliners there. I mean, we saw some really awesome volleyball tonight. It was extremely competitive, and this is a whole different team than I saw on Tuesday, and I think what they did in practice yesterday really paid off.
Absolutely.